Hello YouTube. It's been a little while since I made a video. The last one I made was actually the start of the problem I'm about to talk about. If you guys remember, I was crawling around under my dishwasher doing some work under there, and my back started bothering me. So a few days after that, it snowed. We got maybe 4 or 5 inches of snow, and it was wet snow, and heavier snow. And I go out there, and I was shoveling it, and I turned to the left, my left side, and it my entire back just locked up. It started really hurting and really bothering me, and for some reason I decided that I needed to pick up a patio paver and move it. And in the process of doing that, it really my back just kind of gave out, and it was exceptionally painful. So I ended up making an appointment and going to a chiropractor who I now see twice a week, and they're pushing things back into where they're supposed to be. But the underlying problem is that I have something called degenerative disc disease, which means the the discs in between the vertebrae of my spine are degenerating. They're breaking down. And the one that is giving me problems is in my lumbar spine, so right above your butt. And it's bulging, and it's been a difficult month. It's been a lot of pain, a lot of stiffness, a lot of not doing anything. Right now I'm in a chair. You can see I'm in the big chair in our living room. But most of the time I've actually been laying down on my back and in bed. And I've been going to the chiropractor, and he's been moving things, but they can't move everything all at once because, it would hurt. It would be a lot more pain than it is. I had to get x-rays. He had me do x-rays, and the vertebrae themselves and the discs themselves, he said he has never seen degeneration this bad in someone my age. He says I'm 36 years old. I'm going to be 37 in May, the end of May. And he says that the x-ray of my lower back looked similar to someone in their 80s or their 90s. And that's not really something I wanted to hear, but I'm doing different stretches that they say is supposed to loosen everything up, loosen all the muscles up, and it's the beginning of the physical therapy for this kind of an injury. You do a series of stretches each day. I do them twice a day. I do them in the morning. I haven't done them today, though. I mean, it's Sunday, so I'll probably just do the afternoon one. And basically what it's supposed to do is it all of the muscles that are, around your damaged discs and damaged back, this loosens them up, and it allows you to move with them instead of moving the bones or something to that effect. And it's the stretches themselves they can be painful. I've been in a lot of pain for the past month. I've been taking Flexeril, muscle relaxer, to try and loosen things up, and been having trouble sleeping because of the pain. Been having trouble getting comfortable. We routinely have to go up to New Hampshire to help my father-in-law with just different things, and driving up there, it's about an hour and a half ride. It's uncomfortable. It's not something that I have been doing well with. And just as far as little stuff around the house, I mean, I can't take my dogs out for a walk. I can't do my laundry because I can't pick up the basket full of clothes. I can't do the dishes because it involves bending over. Any kind of lifting, I'm pretty much useless at this point. And the chiropractor has assured me that I will be able to do the things that I do again, to be able to do the carpentry and the woodworking and that kind of, and the mechanic work and basically everything that I do. He said that they'll get me to the point where I'm able to do it, but it's depressing and it's demoralizing because there's things that I want to do, things that I need to do, things that I want to take care of, things that I don't want to have to ask my son to do, but I continually have to ask him to do them because I am not able to at the moment. I'm going in tomorrow at sometime after 11:15, I think, to the chiropractor's office over in Burrillville. It's the same guy. He's in the village here, and he's over in a couple of towns over in the next big town in this area. And it's they'll put heat on my back, and then they'll push everything into where it's supposed to be. He said that it's going to be it's not going to be a straight progression like this. It's going to be up and down, which means there's going to be days where I can do a lot and I can move around and it's okay. And then if I do too much that day, it'll probably be the next day that I'm in a lot of pain and I'm stuck sitting around again. But that's why I haven't posted any videos. There really hasn't been anything. I mean, there's this, but I haven't been doing anything interesting. I do the stretches and I go to the doctor and I take Tylenol. It's not been fun. I want to be active. I want to go out. We've got about 16 inches of snow on the ground, and all I've been doing is sitting here either reading or watching videos on YouTube. And honestly, all I want to do is we live on a swamp. I've showed you guys that, and I just want to go out there and go camping. I'm tired of sitting around. I'm depressed because I'm sitting around, and it's not been a good time. I also found out a friend of mine from my ambulance days, she passed away yesterday. She actually worked at two of the ambulances that I worked at. The one up in New Hampshire and the one in the Boston area. She died of, I think she had breast cancer, and that bothers me because she had only just recently, within the past 2 years, she had left EMS work, and she was working as a florist, a floral designer, making flower arrangements because she always liked to garden and she always enjoyed that. And she didn't get long to do that. She didn't get long to do what I guess she really wanted to do. And it's hard knowing that because I've seen a lot of people from that ambulance service, that particular place, that particular department have they've died or they've committed suicide. And it's I started young. I started at like 18 years old, and I spent until I was 30 there. I did 12 years doing that kind of work, and I can understand it. It destroys you mentally. That's why I left. And I don't like seeing that these people are dying. I mean, I can think of, just sitting here, I can think of 4 people who have died from that ambulance that I knew. And they were all young. They were all under 50 years old. It's not, ambulance work is not a healthy thing. It's not something that, you go into a career of like teaching or carpentry or whatever, pick a career. And there's a routine to it. There's a stability to it. And ambulance work, every shift you go into is, you have no idea what you're going to see, what you're going to have to do, what you're going to be faced with. And the stress of that is, it does a lot to your body that you don't realize. You think you're enjoying it, you think you're having fun, and years later, in my case, you find out that you have developed problems and you need to have surgery to have part of your colon removed because you've been sitting in a truck for 17, 18 hours at a clip in a parking lot somewhere. So it's difficult for me knowing the health, the physical health and the mental health issues that I had from there, and seeing that it's doing this to other people too. I mean, I cancer is something that, I mean, obviously it happens. You don't have to be on an ambulance to get it, but they say stress plays into it and makes it worse. And I've seen a few people die from it because of that. And I've seen quite a few people that I used to work with have passed away from, like I said, either natural causes or suicide. And it's weighing on my mind, especially when I can't do anything, when I'm, sitting around trying to move because now my back is bothering me as I'm sitting in this chair. But it's if I were active, it would be less on my mind, and it would be less. It wouldn't be less upsetting, but I would have something to distract me, I guess you could say. And Louis L'Amour and Max Brand books just aren't distracting me enough anymore. So until I gotta move, I'm just hoping for improvement, and it is improving. I mean, my back was pretty bad initially. I could barely move. I was kind of limping and pulling myself along, and it has improved, but at the same time, it's still. I try to do something. I try to move. I try to twist a certain way or get up a certain way, and I feel it, and it hurts, and it makes me sit back down or sit still or whatever, and it's getting to me. It's bothering me. I don't know. Usually my videos have a purpose, but I guess I guess the purpose is just to say that I'm not doing too well with having the back pain and being immobile and seeing stuff that's happening to people who used to do the kind of work that I used to do. But I'm hopeful that things will improve and I will be able to do things again. I got some stuff I want to do. I'm gonna have to get the garden started in the next 2 weeks. So I got some gift certificates to track the supply. So I'll get some seeds and things that I don't already have in the seed vault, and some growing accoutre. I don't know what they're called. The little pots. You put the seed in them and you put them in the bigger pot. Those kind of things. I might even just do paper cups. That's what I usually do. Get some soil. Bring my son with me so he can carry the bag because my useless ass can't. And get that started. We've got the greenhouse to put up at some point, and we've got the garden to cut into the ground and put that in the ground for the first time in quite a long time. We'll have an in-ground garden because we own this place now, or we bought it and we're paying the mortgage. But I'm hoping my back can strengthen up and be ready to do that, because I have a lot to do and I don't really want to be sitting around anymore. It's starting to bother me. Um, if you pray, I ask you to pray for my healing and for my friend who passed away. And while you're at it, I guess pray for all the healthcare workers and first responders who are continuing to deal with the plague. So it's not easy knowing that they're doing that, knowing that my wife is going there every night, and she did get the vaccine. The first dose was okay. I think she had some localized pain in the arm where she got it, like some numbness. I'm sorry, some stiffness and some pain, some aches. But the second dose, really, she was miserable. she was she had a little bit of a fever. She had headaches. She was exhausted. Had to sleep quite a bit, and but she's vaccinated now, and that's good. So that's less worry, but still, they still need our prayers. They all do, the first responders and the healthcare and everybody who's dealing with this. But anyway, I just kind of rambled. Figured I'd give an update as to why I haven't been doing anything. And I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable. Hopefully more comfortable than I am with my back. And that God is with you. Thank you.